Hey everyone, it's Gray's Anime here with a Hunter x Hunter video, and in this edition of 10 Things You Didn't Know, I bring you one of the most famous characters in the Hunter x Hunter series, CHROLLO LUCILFER, the leader of the Spiders, also known as the Phantom Troop and a veteran warrior from Meteor City, who just has a lot of mystery shrouding his character. CHROLLO LUCILFER is more than just a villain leader, more than just a Nen character looking for revenge, as you've seen in the Hunter x Hunter series. He's a symbol of hope and a symbol of care for his subordinates, no matter what evil deeds they have accomplished throughout their years as an established organization. Regardless, having the ability to gather the strongest group of known things in the Hunter x Hunter world is remarkable to say the least, but especially when you can command all of these characters with different personalities and aspects. Throughout York New City, which was CHROLLO's primetime arc, we focused a lot more in on the mysterious villain leader hated by Kurapika. Though like most occurrences in anime, we ended up liking this character and his own personal agenda despite Kurapika, one of the main cast, being against him. I think this more than anything goes to show CHROLLO's masterful character development, so I decided to make this video for all CHROLLO LUCILFER fans. Before I start, make sure to subscribe for more anime and manga discussions, and let's get started with the video. 10 things you didn't know about CHROLLO LUCILFER. First up on this list is a major conflicting backstory that intertwined with the agenda of Silva Zoldyck, Killua's father and the current Zoldyck family head. In a snippet of flashbacks shown during the CHROLLO vs Zeno and Silva Zoldyck fight in York New City, we were shown that Silva had met CHROLLO somewhere before this appearance. Not much is known about what CHROLLO was doing here, although we know that Silva and CHROLLO had a one-on-one duel in which Silva recalled that CHROLLO was a pain to fight. Silva also stated that CHROLLO was immensely powerful during this arc and is still shrouded in mystery up to this date, though I'm sure we'll get to know more of what happened on that fateful day as two mighty forces collided. The second thing sliding right up is CHROLLO and his inverted cross that he is seen wearing throughout most or all of his appearances in the Hunter x Hunter anime. In fact, it is something that CHROLLO rarely ever goes out without and holds it dearly to his heart. While it is indeed a cross, the fact that it is inverted means, well, I'm sure you know what it means, and that CHROLLO follows the ideals of the other force known in the biblical world. His name, as I'm sure some of you may have recognized, although this is for the non-Christians, is Lucifer, which is derived from Lucifer. This small Easter egg sets up CHROLLO for who he is, despite his personality, as a symbol to remind us of his true intentions. Now, number 3 on our list might be a little bit of a stretch, as I haven't completed Hunter x Hunter to the point that it stopped at as of yet, and also didn't know that CHROLLO LUCILFER was a floor master before finding this out myself. He is only one of the 2 floor masters in Heaven's Arena along with Hisoka Moro, both of which possess unreal Nen abilities. Although CHROLLO being a floor master is something that is easily believable, just the fact that he was involved in something which we got to experience as a whole arc in Heaven's Arena was just really interesting. Fourth on our list is CHROLLO LUCILFER's connections to another popular anime and manga series called Yu Yu Hakusho, in which many of his slight bits interact with this other brand. This is obviously because Yoshihiro Togashi wrote both series and in fact many others. But more on the similarities with Yu Yu Hakusho, CHROLLO is modeled closely after Shinobu Sensei in the sense that he is the villain leader of a group, is the most polite of the group, both are the smartest, and also both are allusions to religious references. In addition, he is similar to Rando, a character from Yu Yu Hakusho, possessing nearly the same Nen abilities as CHROLLO in terms of the book. Furthermore, one of the characters in Yu Yu Hakusho made a cameo appearance in CHROLLO's book. Number 5 on our list is quite shocking, although maybe some of you Hunter x Hunter nerds might have done your catching up in the Hunter x Hunter databook. Anyways, CHROLLO in terms of physical strength ranks 7th in the Phantom Troop. Now, it's understandable that Uvogin is physically stronger, but there aren't much members that come to mind who can physically beat CHROLLO LUCILFER. Phaeton, though he is strong, looks pretty scrawny, though watching Hunter x Hunter has made me believe in the don't judge characters by their appearances thing. Up next at the number 6 spot is the fact that Shizuku, one of the members of the Phantom Troop, had compared CHROLLO LUCILFER's book to that of a Death Note. Ah, sounds familiar, doesn't it? Could it be alluding to the famous anime and manga series of the same name, the one which also has a book with the ability to kill people? Though it may be hard to compare the two since they are very different, Shizuku saying it in a way so close to the words Death Note really feel as if the author is maybe giving us a metaphoric reference to the Death Note. Whatever the case, Shizuku's comment is absolutely on point. Number 7 is something which some of you may know, although I found it worthwhile to make a full detail of CHROLLO and his past before he created his Phantom Troop. Now you know by now that he came from Meteor City, but what's even more is that people have no identities and official records there, meaning they technically do not exist in the Hunter x Hunter world. He compiled 6 other residents and left the city to create this group. Although what troubles me even more is the sheer number of powerful people that may be harbored in this unknown city. Since they have no records, there might be hundreds of people stronger than CHROLLO. Number 8. CHROLLO's name was not initially CHROLLO and has hundreds of different versions. The first of which is CHROLLO or something to that effect. I will leave it here on the screen, but yeah, that was one of his names. Then it later changed to include an R in the end, and finally CHROLLO with one L. His last name Lucilfer has also been written as Lucilfer with an S. Number 9. His name means a variety of different things in Japanese kanji, some of which are black silk, which refers to the clothing he is seen wearing, pivot hinge or lock bolt, signaling that he keeps all the subordinates in check and that he is the leader, and lastly, black Lolita, which could also represent how CHROLLO dresses and his fashion style. Finally, the last thing I would like to include is one of CHROLLO's abilities in his book of stolen Nen abilities is Sun and Moon. What is more special about this attack is that the author was most likely paying homage to alchemy from Full Metal Alchemist, as it is so similar, though we do not know for sure. In most cases, Sun and Moon was probably made from FMA, and obviously the author loves paying homage to popular manga. And that's it for today's 10 Things You Didn't Know video. If you liked it, make sure to join the Phantom Troop by subscribing, and I'll see you in my next video.